Between the 1990s and the election of Donald Trump the first time back in 2016, this country lost 5 million good manufacturing jobs. And we saw over 90,000 American factories, great American factories, shut their doors. And as I know, I don't have to tell anyone here today, when we lose the ability to make our own stuff, we abandon a way of life, one that has sustained towns like Bay Cities and countless other communities from Middletown, Ohio, to a ton of communities all across the Midwest. Being able to make things is good because it creates self-sufficiency as a nation, and it creates self-sufficiency in our people. And more importantly, manufacturing jobs are good for our workers. Now, we know this. You all know this. They pay a premium of 10% compared to wages in other fields and other roles. They often come with the good benefits and the good job creation that drives the kind of economic opportunity that we want to see in our country. When we deindustrialize, when we lose those good jobs that allow us to support families, those are the kinds of things that we lose. And I think that we need a president, and thank God we have a president that thinks we're going to bring it back, and we are. So I've got some bad news and I've got some good news. Do we want to hear the bad news first or the good news first? Okay, that's good. You all said bad news, and that's good, because if you had said good news, that would have totally screwed up the flow of this speech. I got to start with the bad news a little bit, then we talk about the good news. But here's the simple truth. The very simple truth is that, unfortunately, the last administration left us with a terrible economy. They left us with sky-high prices. They left us with home values that had doubled in just 4 short years, meaning a lot of American families couldn't afford to buy or to rent a home. They left us with a historic debt crisis. Did you know that in the history of the United States of America, we have never had deficits and debt so high as we had under Joe Biden's leadership? And what did all that peacetime debt and deficit, what did all that spending, what did all that waste and fraud get us? It got us an economy where Americans couldn't afford to buy a home, our families couldn't afford to buy groceries, and our people felt like the American dream was slipping away. Now, that is the bad news. But now we can talk a little bit about the good news, because I'm proud to say that thanks to all of you, on January 20th, 2025, we started a great American comeback. Last November, America re-elected a president with a simple goal: to power our nation's industrial comeback and once again make the U.S. the world's manufacturing superpower. And that is exactly what President Trump has sought out to do. Now, I have to be honest with you, the road ahead of us is long, but we are already, in just 7 short weeks, starting to see early indications of the president's vision becoming our shared American reality. This February, the president's first full month in office, America gained 10,000 American manufacturing jobs. Now, compare that to last year, when under the Biden administration, we were losing an average of about 10,000 manufacturing jobs per month. That's over 100,000 jobs and manufacturing lost in a single year under Joe Biden. And we got to ask ourselves, what has driven the turnaround? Well, first of all, President Trump has been clear about his plan, about our administration's plan. Our goal is to make it easier and more affordable to make things again in the United States of America. If you invest in America, in American jobs, in American workers, and in American businesses, you're going to be rewarded. We're going to cut your taxes. We're going to slash regulations, and we're going to reduce the cost of energy to build things right here in this country that all of us love. But if you try to undercut us and build outside of our borders, the President Trump's administration has got nothing for you. If you want to be rewarded, build in America. If you want to be penalized, build outside of America. It's as simple as that.